All right, South Africa, Nasty C, Stogie T. Specifically, these two guys at this point in time, right now, in this very moment, are making crazy waves in American culture and American hip hop culture. I'm an American hip hop head, and I'm down to dive into the catalogs, bro. Like, you see the waves coming, you dive in. You know what I mean? There's got to be something to it. I've done both of their Sway freestyles. I've done the Nasty C freestyle on Sway. I've done the Stogie T freestyle on Sway, and I've done the Four Horsemen track. I want you guys to help lead me in the right direction, which a lot of you guys have been doing. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the subscriptions, the super chats, all of that. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Literally, like, I am so passionate and I love hip hop so much. And y'all are helping propel the channel in the direction that I'm going to be able to do this for a living, you know? So thank you. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. And that's real. I don't want to do like a 2-minute long drawn out intro. So I just kind of want to tell you guys where my headspace is right now. Right now, I want to get through these next two freestyles. So I got the Nasty C freestyle, which we're about to get into right now. And then I got the Stogie T on the radar freestyle, which I'm going to get into next. So without further ado, if y'all are ready to get into it, let's do it. But before we do, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button for the boy and help me grow, man. I appreciate you guys so much. And let's just go ahead and get into it, man. But y'all let me know in the comments where you want me to go in terms of like a video or like real production or like what song from what album, where should I start? That whole nine, man. I need a little bit of directive from you guys. Let's do this, man. Nasty C on the radar, boy.
Yeah, sir, baby, on the radar radio freestyles. Yo, Nasty C in the building, South Africa in the building. I'm gonna step out. He gonna step in and kill this shit, all right? Let's go. Yeah.
Hey, Super Gremlin.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kodak, man.
Yeah.
I love this beat.
Yeah.
Real talk on the low, I kind of love the song too. I kind of love Super Gremlin on the low, man. When that song comes on, I don't skip it normally. It's an unorthodox song, but I do like it.
Hey, I got haters to shit on, planes to get on, dames to hit on, flames to spit on. I got rings, watches, chains to fit on. First I got slept on, then I got a bag, now your boy get sit on. You see the sun been up, we just fucking up the light bill now, cause boy we been on. Her ass too flat, I put myself in the friend zone. You would think I'm in love with Jennifer Aniston, how I keep putting my friends on. I get up on a day.
I like it. I like the flow, and I love. To me, so far, it sounds like one of those simplistic freestyles where the punchlines is really what you're hanging on to, more so than the lyricism. But like I said with these guys, man, let's take just a minute and define lyricism. Because to me, lyricism is when you can find relatability through the lyrics, which hits you in a way where you want to replay the record, right? How many times have you guys watched this freestyle? It's not going to be because, oh, wow, I'm so impressed by the words, right? But a true wordsmith in hip hop, a true lyricist, will bring you back to the record by giving you replay value because of the relatability, right? And to me, it's not necessarily about relating to the outer structures. This is simple. It's a story. It's the story of the underdog, right? Like if you look at some of these lyrics, this is just literally like the story of the underdog, like the motivating factor and why I gotta get there. I gotta get over this hill. I gotta get up from this slump. Why? I got haters to ish on, planes to get on, dames to hit on, flames, spit on. I got rings, watches, chains to fit on. First I got slept on. Then I got a bag, and now I get sit on. You know what I mean? And that's like, we don't have to go into the enunciation of what that means. You guys know what it means. But that's just the structures within, right? It's like, all right, you know, this is the underdog story. I'm hate it or love it, the underdog's on top. Hate it or love it, the underdog's on top. Yeah, man. Let's get it.
Hey. I got haters to shit on, Planes to get on, dames to hit on.
Yeah.
Flames to spit on. I got rings, watches, chains to fit on. First I got slept on, then I got a bag, now your boy get sit on. You see the sun been up, we just fucking up the light bill now, cause boy, we been on.
And even that, like the sun been out. Listen, the sun's always been there, man. It's always been light, right? But see, we messing up the light bill because in the house where we were, inside rather, or underground, or however you want to put it, at the bottom of at the bottom, we didn't get that light. You know what I mean? And it used to just be a constant complaint. Like, make sure you turn that closet light up. Make sure you turn off the light in the kitchen before you leave the house because you don't want to mess up the power bill, right? That's what he's saying. Like, we've been on. Like, we've been on. Like, these lights in the kitchen have been on. We messing up the power bill. So, yeah, you've had your sunlight out here, but we messing up the power bill because, homie, we been on. That's dope. That's super dope.
Got a bag, now your boy get sit on. You see the sun been up, we just fucking up the light bill now, cause boy, we been on. Her ass too flat, I put myself in the friend zone. You would think I'm in love.
That's a crazy bar. I'm cool, bro. I don't even want to be... girl, let's just be friends. It's just better for us to be friends at this point.
Bill now, cause boy, we been on. Her ass too flat, I put myself in the friend zone. You would think I'm in love with Jennifer Aniston, how I keep putting my friends on. I
Hey,
get up on a
that's smooth.
daily grind.
Smooth line, bro. Like, you would think I was in love with Jennifer Aniston the way that I'm putting my friends on. First of all, that's a testament of character. That's not nonsensical rhymes, right? That's like, all right, let me tell you a little bit about who I am. I put my friends on so much, bro. Like, I care about that part. And there ain't too many people that get in this industry and start rapping that really genuinely care about making sure that their friends are good, that their family is good. People they consider family through friendships. They want to make sure that they put on for them. And I think that that's a dope tie with the Jennifer Aniston thing, because Jennifer Aniston, of course, being the star of Friends, but also going back to the friend zone bar, right? Because to me, in Friends with Jennifer Aniston, she put Ross in the friend zone. You know what I mean? Constantly. And they had this love for each other. They loved each other. They got together for a little bit, but it seems like she was just always kind of sticking him back in the friend zone. You know what I mean? So I think that that's a dope tie to Friends and friend zone, to be honest. Yeah, super dope wordplay, man. I like it.
Hard, cause I would think I'm in love with Jennifer Aniston, how I keep putting my friends on. I get up on a daily grind hard, cause I only got me to depend on. She go down on a daily, calling me God, like, girl, you don't have to offend God.
All right. Two things. I get up daily. I grind hard, bro. I'm up. I'm at it because I don't have nobody to depend on but me. And I just insinuated in earlier verses that I got other people that depend on me as well. So all I do is grind. All I do is get out and get it. I relate to that heavy, man. That's exactly how I am. I am a sun up to sun down. I grind 24/7. All praises due to the Lord, man. I used to be a nobody. I used to be nothing. I used to be trash. I was addicted to drugs for half of my life. I've been clean from those drugs for 12 years. And all I do now, I don't have idle hands, bro. All I do is go. All I do is go. All I do is work, man. And I have a feeling that one day all of it will pay off, you know? And I'll be able to take care of my wife and kids the way I feel like they deserve to be taken care of. On the other side of that, with that second part of the bar, or the second bar that we're talking about here, let's run it back.
Only got me to depend on. She go down on a daily, calling me God, like, girl, you don't have to offend God.
I kind of liked it. I like it because what he's doing, like, I don't think that any woman out there, let me make myself perfectly clear, because I am a Christian. I don't think that any woman out there should be calling a dude God. None of us are gods, bro. We're all flawed humans, right? He's not insinuating that he is in this bar. What he's insinuating is that he's made it to a level and established himself in such a way where women are looking at him that way, and he is telling them, you ain't got to do that. Don't offend the Lord with calling me God. Like, don't do that. So I actually kind of appreciate the bar, to keep it a buck. I do. All right, Nasty.
She's a winner, got me to depend on. She go down on a daily, calling me God, like, girl, you don't have to offend God. She's a winner in the race, first place. Then that nigga a gone boy, put these sold out dates in they face, cause they said that we contour.
I love his flow, bro. Since I got in the day, da da da, and the da 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 da. Da 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 da. That's a super dope flow, bro. And I like, since I got into race first place. Since I got into the race first place, I was prepared. I was ready. I'm out here sprinting. You know why? Because I know what it's like to be on the other side of these tracks, and I don't want to go back. It's that simple, man.
Watch me, then that nigga a gone boy. Put these sold out dates in they face, cause they say that we contour. Gotta watch for the fakes. Yeah, the snakes better get.
Hang on, what did he say right there?
Dates in they face, cause they say that we contour. Gotta
in their face because they say that we contour. Contour is a makeup, right? Yeah, I'm running, I'm gunning, I'm in first place, I'm killing it, I'm out here grinding, bro, and I ain't stopping for nobody. You say what you want to say, like I could be rude about it, I can be in your face about it, like contour, like that's actually a dope, that's dope, that's a dope simile.
Gotta watch for the nigga a gone boy. Put these sold out dates in they face, cause they say that we contour. Gotta watch for the fakes. Yeah, the snakes better get you a lawnmower. Boy, you said you would take my place. How long you been singing that song for? Back to
I think it's dope too to hear other people from across the world sharing some of the same sentiments as us. Like, yeah, use the lawnmower, cut that grass, make sure that the snakes aren't slithering, because where do they slither? You know, normally, who do you call a snake? Somebody that was close to you, that stabbed you in your back, mistreated you, slighted you. And in order for people to do that, they have to be close to you. That's where the ideology comes from, of like, grab the lawnmower, make sure you're cutting your own grass so that you can see them things slithering around you. Because they're not, like, you don't got to worry about the snakes in the world. You got to worry about the ones that are close to you, the ones that are at home. You know what I mean? Dope.
better get you a lawnmower. Boy, you said you would take my place. How long you been singing that song for?
And you said you would take my place. After everything I've been saying, dog, this is my favorite sentiment in hip hop. It really is, the underdog story. You said you was gonna take my place. Like, how long you been singing that song for? It ain't never gonna happen, partner. You know why? Because of my ethic, because of my work ethic, because of how I grind. I just told you up until this point why you ain't never gonna be able to shake me. You ain't never gonna be able to get in the lead of me. I put God first, I put my family second, I put this grind right there. This grind is so important to me. You ain't never gonna take my place. You know why? Because I have fallen in love with the process of the grind to the point where I don't even care about what's on the other side. I love the process. The outcome is gonna be the outcome no matter what, but I'm prepared for whatever outcome because of what I've been through, because of what I've seen in my life, because of what I've made it through. I'm prepared for whatever outcome. You know what I've fallen in love with? The process. The process of grinding. That's what I have fallen in love with. Shout out to Kobe Bryant.
Back to back, better get you a lawnmower. Boy, you said you would take my place. How long you been singing that song for?
Come
back
on,
to back,
dog.
the Mercedes, a convoy, stand on top of the business. Parkour, ayo, say you straight? I'm straight, but they wish I would talk more. Time to take.
Yeah, hey, I've heard that too, man. You straight? I'm cool. I know you wish I would talk more, man. I know you wish I would say certain things, but there's power of the tongue, bro. And sometimes you just got to keep some things to yourself. Sometimes you don't feel like expressing every sentiment. Sometimes, I like. Here's the thing. I want to make sure that y'all understand this. I like braggadocious bars as long as it's rooted in this work ethic that he's talking about, right? I don't like if you're a spoiled brat, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're spoiled, you have everything handed to you with a silver spoon. Your parents have millions of dollars, and then like now you got a Lambo because your dad got you a Lambo. I don't. That ain't a flex. The flex to me is, like I'm saying, it's in the process, right? So like I can tell that he loves the grind and he loves the process. Therefore, I like the braggadocious bars.
This shit the business. Parkour, ayo, say you straight? I'm straight, but they wish I would talk more. Time to take the shit up to the top floor. They used to ignore it's nice time. Why that man keep saying on God? He bringing the Lord into his lives, man.
I mean, he seems to like share the same sentiment as me in terms of my belief system. Like, quit talking about on God, bro, when like you're literally like bringing the Lord into your rhymes. And by him insinuating that as Lord, he's submissive. That's a submissive term. So like if I'm saying the Lord, that means I'm submissive to the God that I'm telling you about, right? And I believe he's talking about Christ. And if I'm submissive to the Lord, don't like it does something whenever you say on God, or when you say I swear to God and I know you're lying. Like quit bringing the Lord into your lives, dog. Like that's disgusting. But that's where people are today. People are at this point of, a lot of people think it's the point of no return. Like, you know, the lies, you've gotten so comfortable in your lies. You've gotten so comfortable in your farce of a life and just a false reality. You've created this world around you that's based and rooted in dishonesty. I think it's disgusting. I agree. Like it really is that simple. Like, quit saying you swear to God. Quit talking about on God when it, like, you're rooted. Your whole existence is rooted in lies. You've never been in love with this process. You've never grinded this way. You've never been through these things that you say you've been through. How many of us know somebody like that, right? Shout out to Nasty C, man. This is indeed nasty.
It's nice time. Why that man keep saying on God? He bringing the Lord into his lives, man.
Yeah.
Damn, we could have been superstars.
Fire.
Man, I be some shit my religion. Different.
Let's go.
See, when you met me, I was down, but right now, I'm up. Say I'm inside, yep.
Tons of flows, bro. You hear how he just switched the whole flow up right here? I said I was down, but now I'm up. That's almost like a Frank, what's his name? Forrest Frank. I was down, but now I'm up. Is that?
Me, I was down, but right now, I'm up. Say I'm inside.
Kinda, sorta. I don't think he took nothing from Forrest Frank, but it does sound, it's a similar sound, right?
Yep, you met me, I was down, but right now, I'm up. Say I'm inside, yep. From the couch to a king size, yep. Diamonds fighting, I'm ringside, yep.
That's a big move, bro. From the couch to a king size, yep. Listen to this flow right here, though.
It was big, say I'm inside, yep. From the couch to a king size, yep. Diamonds fighting, I'm ringside, yep. It was diamonds fighting, I'm ringside, yep. That whole flow, the scheme of just the way he's flowing right here is awesome. Inside, yep. From the couch to a king size, yep. Diamonds fighting, I'm ringside, yep.
He becomes his own percussive instrument at that point. You know what I mean? Which is something that I've always appreciated on my channel. When rappers become part of the instrumentation, rather than sounding like they're rapping on top of instruments, it sounds like they're adding their own percussive instrument to the track with their voice. It's very few people can do that. Very few people can do that. All right, let's run it back.
It was bread, say I'm inside, yep. From the couch to a king size, yep. Diamonds fighting, I'm ringside, yep. It was bread and polony every day. Mix it up with the french fries, yep. Now I'm one of the big guys, yep. I fucked the biggest bitch in here. Give a fuck by my dick size, yep. Cardi.
All right, dog. Dude is a freak. But real talk, I like a lot of these other bars, man. Like, it was bread and bologna every day. Mix it up with the french fries, yup. Now I'm one of the big guys, yup. It's simplistic rhyme schemes, but it's just heart that, like, I feel that. Like, I can't tell you how many days where I just had a bologna sandwich. A lot of times didn't have no mayo to put on it, so you just cut off a piece of cheese. If you're lucky enough to have cheese, throw a cheese on there. You know, Mama Dukes of the household get mad as hell anytime that last piece of bologna is gone. That type of environment, bro, it makes you, like, when you get to eat a steak, bro, are you kidding me? That first, like, and now you can pretty much eat a steak whenever you want. You're not going to forget about those bologna days. That's just a real sentiment. You're never going to forget about the bologna days, the ramen noodle days. And then moving on to the bar about the women, you know what I mean? The big plus size women. That's what's up, dog. He doesn't discriminate. That's what he's saying. I don't discriminate, bro. I don't discriminate.
Now I'm one of the big guys, yep. I fucked the biggest bitch in here. Give a fuck by my dick size, yep. Cartier frames, I see pink skies, yep.
That's a dope bar. Cartier frames, the sunglasses, I see pink skies because that lens has got that pink tint to it. That's dope. Super dope. I don't see, like, I don't see the darkness anymore that where we were alluding to at the beginning of the track when we were talking about the sun shining all the time. And you guys always had sunshine out here, but in the depth of where I'm from, like the bottom of the bottoms, I didn't see that sunshine light, man. But now we on, like I've been left the light on this whole time. Power bill going up. And then to also throw in like I'm staring at the skies, the big beautiful sunny sky, and it's got a pink shade to it because of my Cartier frames. Yeah, that's ill. That's ill. That's a dope braggadocious bar that also wraps into the grind, right?
20, so biggest bitch in here, give a fuck about my dick size, yep. Cartier frames, I see pink skies, yep. 26 ties, yep. Osh. What you know about mush?
What's he mean by that? I don't know about the 26 ties. Let's see. All right, it's an affiliation with gangs. Like, I guess out there in South Africa, they have like numbered gangs, like where we have Bloods, Crips, folk. Out there, they got numbers, and he's saying that he's got an affiliation or a connection with 26. So I got you. I just wanted to make sure I like to know about who I'm listening to. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about that culture, bro, is that culture, regardless of what you think about it, don't let it turn you off of somebody, man, because that culture can really teach you an etiquette and a code that I feel like that code and that ethic that you learn through the loyalty and the respect aspect of being tied to something like that takes you a long way in life as a man that a lot of these kids today aren't learning and don't get. Now, that doesn't mean that I think you should go join a gang, but I don't think it's as bad as everybody. I don't think it's all bad, right? Like, it still gives you a sense of structure and a sense of code that you wouldn't have had without it, you know? So I think that was, you know, that's just my 2 cents.
I see pink skies, yep. 26 ties, yep. Osh. What you know about mush? Sipping ski by the ocean.
This whole flow, skipping by the ocean, yeah. Like, it's what you know about motion. Sipping ski by the ocean. You don't know nothing about no motion. You ain't got no, you ain't making no waves, dog. What you know about motion? What you know about making something happen? You don't know nothing about making nothing happen. You know why? Because you don't know nothing about this grind. You don't know nothing about the ethic, the hard work that it takes putting into, you know, get to these outcomes. You know what I'm saying? You have to fall in love with that process. Going back to what I've been saying this whole time.
Sipping ski on a boat. You niggas ain't got motion. I was down, but right now I'm up. X say I'm outside, yep. I got haters to outshine, yep. I'm gonna go, ain't no stop sign, yep. And
I got haters to outshine, yep. I'm gonna go, ain't no stop sign, yep. I just love his flows, man. He's able to switch his flow up and his cadence and his delivery so much, but he always finds a way to punch it in at the end that just is dope. It just sounds dope.
I come from the south side, yep. I was lit for I got signed, yep. I got up and I got mine, yep. I fucked the wokest bitch in here, give a fuck about her star sign, yep. I don't touch her with the sunshine, yep. I like him fun size, yep. I like him plus size, yep. I hit it one time, yep. I double back sometime, yep. Depend on her trunk size, yep. I was down, but right now I'm up.
Yeah, he goes, bro. I'm hella impressed by the flow. I'm hella impressed by the cadence and the delivery, and I just think that overall, majorly slept on artists out there, man. I think that if you tell an American hip hop lover, like, yo, they're spitting over there in South Africa, seeing is believing. You know what I mean? Like, we got to see it. And I saw it with Four Horsemen, which, you know, his hook, bro, I don't know, but I will tell you this. I feel like not enough respect is being put on C's name for that hook and his verse. You know, Stogie just opened it up so raw and gutter and just punch after punch, pack after pack, lyricism out the wazoo, bro. So many metaphors, so many ties, and like keeping it all centered around the theme of the record, which if you want to see my Four Horsemen reaction, go check it out. But I just want to give Nasty C a little bit of a shout out there too, man, because the way that he rapped on it and the way that he flowed on that hook and still wrapped it in to the theme of the Four Horsemen, I just think is unreal, bro. Like, they all spaz, bro. All four of them went absolutely bonkers on that record. But I'm excited to continue to see these guys, man, and to see them spit. I know that C's got crazy talent, man, just from that hook. That hook was so unorthodox and different. But like I said, man, I think that when a lot of American hip hop people will hear like, oh, well, you know, South African hip hop, this, that, and the third, a lot of them might turn a blind eye or they might turn the other cheek on it. But if you hear it, much like a lot of underground hip hop, when you hear it, seeing is believing, and it's hard to turn your ear away from that. You know what I'm saying? That's just my take. So shout out to the South African people out there, man. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching, especially if you watched all the way to the end. I'm trying to tie the Nasty C Stogie T stuff up in under like 17 minutes, and I keep going way overboard, man. But it's honestly because like I'm hella impressed, and it's difficult to not talk about how much it impresses me, you know? So, and not to mention breaking down bars to that level is crazy, man. So shout out to C, shout out to Stogie, shout out to all the guys, man, and shout out to you guys. Thank y'all for watching, especially if you watched up until the end. I appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If you're feeling real freaky, join the channel, bro. Become a member. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.